Hello, hola, welcome back to Rena MoMoney Plus YouTube channel. I'm your girl, Rena MoMoney, and on this channel we talk about how you can crush it in your wholesale business, in your real estate business, in your finances, and how you can become a better you. So today I have another good one for you. Today we're going to talk about how you can make money during this inflation. Yes, there's been a lot of talk about the inflation's on the rise. Everything's on the rise. It's been a lot of talk about the real estate market crashing, the stock market crashing. But today we're going to talk about how you can make money in this hard time and during this inflation. So come on in. If you're not living under a rock, if you're over the age of 18, you probably have been affected by the inflation. Inflation has been the main concern recently. I want to start by giving you a few tips. Fixed dollar investments are not the best way to go during inflation. So what we want to do is we want to invest in products. We want to invest in things that outperform inflation. Okay, here's the inflation hierarchy. At the bottom, it's cash. After that, it's bonds. Then unproductive assets. Then there is at the top, productive assets. That's where we want to be during the inflation. You want to be high on the inflation hierarchy and be involved in investing in productive assets. And we're going to go over that. Productive assets is a company or a business that has pricing power. You say, Rena MoMoney, what do you mean by that? Pricing power is you can go up at any time and the demand for your product or your service will still be there. No matter what, it still will outperform inflations. For example, Apple, no matter what time of the year it is, if they come out with a new phone, they have a line for their product. Apple is a great example of a company that has pricing power because no matter what the price is, no matter what they come out with, people will always pay and it always outperforms inflation. Apple is also an example of a company that has low capital requirements. So you want to pay attention to those companies that are big companies, huge companies that have no, or should I say low capital requirements. And we'll get into that as well. The main thing with this first tip I want to give you is understanding the inflation hierarchy. Cash is at the bottom because as inflation rises, cash becomes trash. Cash has very low value, especially during inflation. So you ask, how do we know we're in inflation? What happens? What happens to the economy when everything changes and we go into inflation? There's two types of inflation. One is supply and demand inflation, and the second one is monetary inflation. As you know, no matter how far you're under a rock, if you're under a rock, we already know that supply and demand is in full effect. In housing, with real estate, with gas, with gold, with mining, with coal, with everything to do with us living, all of our resources. The supply is very, very low and the demand is high, especially in real estate right now. And we can see those effects again as we see the rent is increasing, as we see interest rates are beginning to creep up. And I told you, once you get about 5.5, you will start seeing things normalize. And then once you start seeing things normalize, it'll normalize for a certain amount of time. And there's so many different factors that make things happen and make for inflation, that makes the change. Just keep in mind, during this inflation, you still can make money. So your question now is, why is cash at the bottom? I thought cash was always good. Cash will always be around. Cash has been around for a long time. I want to make sure I have cash. Yes, that's true. But understand this, and investors need to understand this. Cash is almost like trash during inflations because it will be taxed. It will be eaten up with tax. Here's something I want to share with you if you don't understand economics that well. I don't understand it completely, but I take the time out to understand how the economy affects my craft, and my craft is real estate. Anytime they print too much money, it's always going to definitely cause inflation. And it's a domino effect, and we won't get too far into that, but understand this. Anytime economy or a federal prints too much money, as they're doing, they're printing all this money for this, money for that, trillions going out to here, millions here, billions there, different type of programs that they're adding and giving and throwing and dumping money into the economy, all kind of different ways of dumping money. Anytime there's too much money being dumped, anytime there's too much money being printed, just know that will definitely cause inflation. That will definitely cause prices to rise somewhere that's going to affect us somewhere. Someone has to be taxed on something. Something has to give. Something will go out of business. Something will fall. Something will go up. That's one of the reasons I always say know how to balance your portfolio. Always diversify. Before I get into how to make the money from the inflations, the asset that you want to definitely make sure you participate in so that you can make money during the inflation, I want to ask, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. If it feels like you're going to get valuable information, if you looked at other videos and I've saved you money or made you some money, please make sure you subscribe. If you have subscribed, go ahead and turn on the little belly thing so that you'll always be notified when I come on here to give you good, valuable information. I will always give you something that's either going to save you money or make you. So please, when you come on this channel, if you've already subscribed, please like. Again, it helps me keep going. That helps motivate me to know that I'm doing a service and giving out some valuable information to help out someone to crush it in real estate, to crush it in their finances. So if you've already subscribed, turn on that little belly. Matter of fact, I want you to comment right now as you're looking at this video and say, I got this. Say, I got this. I want to see that. I got this. You got this, because if you're on the Rena MoMoney channel, you're already a big thinker. You're already doing things to help yourself become a better you. And because of that, I want to congratulate you for coming back. I also want to congratulate my new subscribers. Here you go here. You know I give shout outs. If this is your first time, I always randomly select new subscribers or those that have given a very good comment or a nice comment on the channel or on the video. So if you're a new subscriber, I am going to recognize you here. Take a look here. I got you, I got you, I got you, and you got this. So always be a big thinker, always be ready. All right, hopefully I've given you a little bit about inflation. Hopefully I've given you a little insight on economics and how things kind of work and how things change, how one thing affects the other. Hopefully that was helpful. Now, one of the things you want to do, I've always said diversify, but one asset that you definitely need to have during the inflation is real estate. Real estate is one. Hold up, I got 3 or 4 more, and you definitely want to hear this. Always stay to the end, because I give golden nuggets that's going to help you, that's right, save money or make money. So the first asset to profit from in inflation would be real estate. Get you some real estate. If you do not have the funds to buy real estate, you do not have the funds to buy directly, or you're not quite ready for that step, look at purchasing REITs. That's on the stock market, REITs, and stocks is the second one. But REITs, R-E-I-T, look at that. That way you can get into some real estate without actually purchasing it, and you can capitalize on real estate. Real estate is always going to appreciate, but I want you to understand real estate will always thrive in a good market and a bad market. So you want to look at investing in real estate if you're not already. So if you're on this channel as a wholesaler or investor or realtor already, you already feel the effects of what the inflation is doing in our real estate industry. If you're young, you may not totally understand, because the last real inflation effect that really hurt and affected us was in early 1980, like between 78 and 1982. So that was the last big, hard, real inflation that we were affected all across the board. So if you're young, you may not understand that. The second one I want to talk to you about that's an asset that will help you profit during the inflation is gold. Gold is another asset protection that holds its value like real estate. Investing in gold is almost like investing in the stock market. You buy cheap, it's a passive income, and it holds its value. So look into gold, and there's different ways you can actually purchase gold. You can purchase the bars, actual real gold, physical gold, or you can purchase a stock, or you can purchase on the stock market a ETF that specializes or have everything to do with gold and the gold mining and in the gold industry. But you want to look into gold during inflation. That's a very profitable asset during inflation. The third asset to profit from during inflation is cryptocurrency. Yeah, I know that's pretty new, so it doesn't have 20 and 40 and 60 years proven like real estate and like gold. But it's new, so it's risky. Do your own due diligence. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm here to help you. Again, cryptocurrency, check into it. It's fairly new. So 5-6 years ago, people were making a killing off Bitcoin. Now everybody knows about Bitcoin, so you need to figure out the right way and how you want to invest in cryptocurrencies. Again, high risk, but it's a great profit in the time of inflation. I'll tell you why. And a lot of countries are getting more into cryptocurrencies and making it their main source. So if you like what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything to make you say, smash that like button. Matter of fact, comment and say, I'm hearing you. I'm going to get into this. Comment and say, look at here. I'm with you, Rena MoMoney. I want to hear from you. So let me know that you hear me loud and clear. Comment right now as you're looking at this video and say, hey, I hear you. I hear you. The next asset to profit from is stocks. I keep coming up with those stocks. That's what's one of the things you should be diversifying with: real estate and stocks. You want the performing stocks that have the ability to increase prices. And in the time of inflation, the best stock companies that I would say, again, I'm not a financial advisor, that is most profitable and beneficial during inflation are tech companies, real estate, gold companies, the healthcare and the energy sector. Those are the areas with the stock market that have the businesses and the companies that you want to look at investing in and putting your money in when you're dealing with stocks. Healthcare and all the others that I just mentioned. These are companies that will continue to grow regardless. They're going to keep growing whether it's inflation's going on, things are up or things are down, the market is left or right. It will always keep growing. Those are the sectors that you want to pay attention to. So again, I would say always leverage your money. Always leverage your money. Always diversify. Always diversify. If you do those things, if you invest in those things, if you follow these tips, I almost guarantee you that you will succeed. You will succeed. You will reach those goals. Well, you know what it's time for now? It's time for my boom boom nugget. I don't want to ever leave you without some type of boom boom nugget. Today, I have a few business corporate credit cards that you can get with only using your EIN number. You don't need to use your personal credit. You don't need to use your social security number. Here are some credit cards that you only need your EIN number. And if you do not have an EIN number, after you get off this video, you need to look into starting that business the correct way and getting an EIN number. This particular credit card company I love. They are so easy peasy. You can do it online. They approve you instantly and they approve large amounts of money. It's called Capital on Tap. All you have to provide is your bank statements, your EIN number, and they are great. Great customer service. Capital on Tap. Check that out. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to go get these products. These are some products that can help you on your journey as you're investing in real estate and getting through these inflations and helping you to crush it. The second business corporate card that you can use with your EIN number is Divvy. Divvy pretty much helps you to build business credit. They also report. So Divvy is a good card to have and to start to build that business credit. Great card, DIVVY, Divvy. So there you have it. I've given you some boom boom nuggets. I've given you a quick course in inflation, and I've also given you some assets that you can profit from. Hopefully this information was helpful. Make sure you stay tuned. Come back, because on the next video we'll give out some more credit cards, some more boom boom nuggets, and we'll talk some more about some real estate that's going to help you crush it. So thank you, and you take care.